Hello, this is Warlord. Please pardon my voice, I'm just getting over a cold, so I will try and talk a little clearer and a little slower. But what we're going to do today is take a look at bringing in a non-standard iClone character and using soft cloth with it, along with the built-in collision now. That's with all the characters. So as you can see, I have a Batman character here. This was actually a pinned cape with the old physics engine, but now what we're going to do is use the new physics engine, which is physics instead of bullet. And instead of pinning it, we're going to use a weight map to do it. So first thing we need to do is go into scene and make sure we've got our cape. Then we're going to go over here to the physics tab. We're going to activate physics. Soft cloth, just going to go with general on this one. And you'll notice it falls off just like when we used to do the other without pinning. That's because we have to use a weight map now. And this weight map will have black over in the area that will hold it. This is the weight map here, and as you see, there's nothing there. So what I'm going to do right now is load the weight map. Now, this isn't a perfect weight map. This is something you'll want to take more time with, but this is just to show you how it works. As you can see, it's now staying on, and this part up here is what's holding it. You can also use a gradient from dark to light to adjust how it clings wherever you want it to be pinned to or wherever you want it to be weighted to and things. So we're not going to get into great detail on that because that would take too much time for a tutorial. But what we're going to do right now is take a look at using this with collision. So let's go ahead and let's go into content and let's go down into motion. And I'm going to find Trey, I think it is. Or not Trey, I'm sorry, Kane. Perform. And we'll load the punch combo. Sorry, I guess it would help if I actually did the character instead of the cape. Load the punch combo. And now, of course, we're going to have some penetration because we don't have the collision set. So now we're going to go back over to the first tab and we're going to get collision shape. This is under your avatars. So we're going to turn collision on. And for right now, I'm just going to do this, just a couple of them right here. We're going to turn collision on. Now you're going to see this doesn't do a whole lot right now because the collision size isn't big enough. We can put show active shapes, but in this case, you're not going to see those collision shapes because they're so small, but we can manipulate them. So all we have to do is scale it till we can see it. Then we can go over here and pick which direction we need our capsule to go, or if we're going to even use the capsule, or what have you. Now, I like the z-axis on the capsule versus a box or a sphere. But now we're still not going to get exactly what we want, even with that kind of a thing, because as you can see, it pokes through and other things. So let's go ahead and manipulate that a little better into place. And what it really needs to be done is turn down. They've actually given you quite a bit of power over these. And how you shape this is going to have a lot to do with how it interacts. Now let's take a look and see what we've got, if we've done anything. Okay, now, we still got some pass through there. So let's go back to our collision shape. Make it just a little bit bigger. Bring it out a little more. Now, as you can see, it's penetrating there because it's outside of it. And that may have been the problem to start off with. So instead of going outside, let's go inside. But not too far. That's too far, as you can tell. And we may need to shape it a little better. We're gradually getting there now. Now, as you can see, you can keep tweaking that until you get the results you desire. It's sticking out just a little too much. Now, also, you need to go back in and play with your soft cloth cape settings. Probably set on general right now. Now, remember to go in and select your bat cape. If that's general, let's try fleece. And I believe you have to double click these to get them to actually work. Now that hangs a little better. We're getting a little better interaction. Yeah, you do have to double click those to get them to work. Linen, we're getting a little better flow. So this just shows you very quickly how to go in, what the basics are. You can go in and tweak this more with your collision shapes. You can do a little better job on the weight map. You can also pull up the UV reference if you're not sure, so you can go in and see where to weight it on here. Also, you'll always want to go through and try these different physics settings until you're familiar with it, just to get exactly what you need. Anyway, I hope this quick tutorial helps.